And we are now recording.
Welcome to Productivity and Procrastination. I am James.
And I'm Joe, and we're just a couple of schmucks looking to get productive.
This is episode 11.
Episode 11. And we're currently working on the Project Pancake.
Oh, yes. The beginner starter Fako project we're working
It's
on.
not a Fako project. It is a real project.
You're right. It can be. I mean, in some way, someone may buy this. We'll find out. Even if it's on a dare. Hey, we'll take it.
Even if it's on a dare. It's like one of those Steam games that are like $200, but it's like just like clearly an asset ripoff. You don't buy it because it looks like a good game. You buy it because someone dared you to.
Or you're a streamer with all that cashola to just,
You need it for the content.
Yeah, they're like, no one's gonna buy this, so I did. Here's the play. Yeah,
I mean, at that point, $200 is too low. You need to do like a
You're
1K
right.
game.
You're absolutely right. There's no way we're gonna sell that game for 1,000.
You'd have to only sell one. That's all you'd have to do.
That's true. It's very true. So, Joe, how you have you have the rocker locks going on right now, I might add.
Today's the day, I was
It's
going to
very
put my hair
full.
up in my bun, but I figured I might as well just rock the lock.
So, all right. Well, I might as well start off with my miscalculation.
Okay.
So, here I was thinking, oh, hey, we're going to do our thing on Friday. And I'm going to have done all this stuff on, I guess, Thursday. But I didn't take into account that we'd be doing our video on Friday, and then I'd be going over to your house to work on stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, Friday obviously is the day I need to work on my stuff, and not Thursday. So, yesterday became me and my wife and family kind of doing stuff in our home day instead of Friday, and now I've redefined Friday as my work day, and so because of that, I don't have much done this week, and it's just this week, Joe. It's only this week because today is the day that I will work on stuff for myself.
Right. How's your desk looking?
That's going to happen today, Joe.
Mm-hmm. Have you listened to any of the audiobook that I got you?
That was part of...
Oh,
no, I haven't done jack crap. I miscalculated on the day that I was going to work on my own things, and since this is the first week that I have 4/10s, that's a situation. Yes, I've done nothing. Okay,
it's okay. I just drew most days, and by most days I mean Saturday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then
Saturday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
So I missed Sunday, Monday, and yesterday.
So
I'm
not
50%.
quite.
50%.
Well, 3 out of 7, Joe. What is that mathematically?
Well, I haven't started. Well, today is Friday, so I haven't.
I can't do
determined.
these things in my head.
I will
I'm not a
actually be
math
drawing
major.
today. So because we're doing the thing, and if I don't
That's
draw,
42.8%, Joe.
Well,
That's
hold
not quite
on.
50.
Hold on. I'm only counting 6 of the 7 days because today is Friday. And I can't know if I've drawn today or not. But I know I will draw today because you're coming over to do the storyboard. And if I don't draw at all during the storyboard, then I will white out the line I've crossed through it. But I find that hard to believe.
Yeah, I do as well. Okay. All right. So your math is forgiven you,
Thank you.
I guess.
It is
All right.
forgiven.
So, but there is a but. I I did actually get things done with Heather yesterday. Like the things that I said I would get done on the day that I would do things with her, like house stuff. We did things off my list. So far the plan is working and the
Nice.
extra day is helping and I am enjoying everything. So there's that.
Awesome. Okay, cool. I mean, again, we're in a transitionary period. I'm not gonna like James. James. You had your day off. Today's your work day.
Mhm.
What goals do you want to set for yourself this week?
I still have all my goals. I'm gonna clean off my desk. I'm gonna do some writing. I'm going to do some detail stuff. I'm gonna go over to your house. That's another thing I'm adding.
Yeah.
I'm going to consider this planned week a success, whether or not I want that's kind of like a side thing. And I'm going to listen to part of your audio that you're forcing upon me.
Mm-hmm.
Better not be disappointing.
I loved it, and I've listened to it a second time now.
Wow. All right. Well,
It's just it. It's basically a more experienced version of how I like to live my life. It's like someone who's already done it like for their entire life and figured it out and they're just explaining it.
mm,
Specifically
I
about
see.
keeping your area tidy and how to do that.
Mm. There were a lot of opportunities for jokes there, so
Wow. Well, kudos for you to not
I
making them,
I
or maybe you.
restrained. Let's put it that
Okay.
way.
All right. All right.
So, you know, I'm excited to get things done today, and I'm excited to have this extra day. I feel
Mm-hmm.
like a lot of the time I find a way to do like redefining situations in my life to give myself excuses, it seems, to not do jack. And this is not what this is, and I'm happy about that. Having this third day off is going to be very helpful, and I'm not going to waste it. Like yesterday, I had to go to the store and buy food and do all these things that I would be annoyed to do on if I only had 2 days off, and I was so just peace, at it. I was like, hey, this is the day that to find to like do all these things. This is exactly what it should be. And so nothing bothered me about it. I didn't, because sometimes I just want to rush through it. It's like, let's get this done as fast as we can. Just get out of
Mm-hmm.
here. I
Which
didn't
I
care
think
at
also
all.
goes into like maybe being more in the moment type stuff too. Because like yeah, it's not like the greatest thing in the world to do, but it's like it's
Well,
it's good to just take your time and make it a good experience for everybody.
yeah. However, when you only have 20-minute days, Joe.
Oh my god. For you, those you
Son,
don't know,
you
this is
know.
an ongoing battle between James and I. We've been playing this hot new game called Sunhaven, and you're allowed to edit the like duration. It's like Stardew Valley on crack. It's like a very good version. Like, not that Stardew Valley is bad. It has a lot more RPG elements, and the only thing that, okay, anyways, it's basically Stardew Valley but with fantasy creatures and magic and some other stuff that's really cool. You can actually choose the length of your days in that game, and James is a 40-minute dayer, and I'm a 20-minute dayer, because I like a more focused day, and he likes to be able to do whatever the heck he wants during his day. And so he's always giving me shit about my 20-minute days. But little does he know, 20-minute days are cool. Can confirm. All the kids are doing it.
Well, that was some great evidence there, Joe. I've been sold.
Yeah, I have my pulse on the youth, and it's, that's where it's at. 20-minute days.
Well, as much as I take the information of random polls to heart, I'm still going to stick to my being able to enjoy my day with the 40-minute versions and not have to pay the doctor every day because you stay too late out. Just saying.
Yeah. I won't disagree with that. I have nothing to say. Okay, there's a world where even if I did have 40-minute days, I'm still not going back.
You're feeding his addiction. We have talked about this. The
Yeah,
doctor
so there's
is the
also
only pharmaceutical in town.
Yeah, no, he's definitely an addict. And have you seen that white hair? It's aging him.
I know.
So I talked to some friends about this game versus Stardew, because I have other people who play it as well, because that's where I learned about it from. And the only thing that they like about Stardew more than this game is they feel like the characters have more personality in Stardew.
Yeah. There's more of a fleshing out, and one of the people we play with has stated that there's more variety in the sprite forms of the females and things like that in Stardew, and these are all kind of the same body types for everybody, it seems. So there's that too.
Yeah. And then the fishing, I think, is better in Stardew. I think it's more of a game than this one is.
It is more of a game. However, I do like the fish swimming so much that it just kind of helps everything to me. I like that. But, so yeah, been playing a lot of Sunhaven with the fam. And besides that, little chores. And today is going to be get it done day for me personally, so that'll be great.
Okay. Yeah, so your goals are storyboarding, writing, cleaning up desk, listen to audiobook.
Yes. And then going over to your place and working on that. And we may want to look into podcasting on Apple, maybe too, when I'm there. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, we can give that a shot.
But basically, I want to feel like I did a good job of working on my goals and such today. I wanted to feel like it really was defined as a me day, because I mean, in my situation, I have the demands of family and gaming with family are so high that right now it's like I have my days off, and in there I have to get all my personal dreams and goals kind of accomplished. Now that I have a full day defined as that, it's a game changer for me. And I don't know how many other people, have a lot of obligations and things like that. And they feel like, oh, I've got to like push my dream into a corner. And when am I ever going to, be able to work on these things? I would have to say, you know, carving yourself out a section. If you can't do a whole day like I'm now able to do, just carve yourself out just some little section that is for you, and take it and be willing to say no and let everybody know that this is going to be your consistent, part that you're taking. And so then after a while, they may test you, and they always seem to have they're like, well, hey, you want to do this? And I know, but I know you were doing your thing, but hey, you maybe want to do
The
this.
temptations.
There's that little bit of you need to be strong. You need to go. No, this is what I've done. This is my period of time
I
that I'm
think
working on this.
I feel like that's a willpower thing, and I've never been one to believe willpower is something that can last long term.
Well, if you don't define that period of time, and people see that you're using it, there's going to be that tendency for people to go, yeah, well, are you really, I mean, come on, they have to see. But once they see you actually using that time for what you said and it means something to you, then it will start to be more meaningful to them, and they'll give you that space. That's what my theory is anyway.
Yeah, I'm
Good
I'm
luck with
excited to
it.
see how it works out. Um, so what's your so I've been thinking about your your writing and like how we can make it a meaningful and easy to accomplish goal. And I was thinking, instead of doing like, oh, write for an hour, like, what if it's sit down and write on 2 different days? Or, because like, your writing could start, like, once you start, it can last a while. But it's
Yeah.
like, I'm trying to think of a way we could make it so it's more easily and accomplishable. Not that I'm saying you're not accomplishing it. I'm just saying like I'm not happy with the hour deadline. It feels reductive. Like it's pulling away from the end goal of writing.
Yeah, I don't even care what this says an hour. I'm not going to be it to me. It just might as well just say right.
Yeah. So I think a better term we could use would be
But
start writing, or like write a sentence, and then, or
uh,
like
that's interesting.
something that's
Um,
like puts text on paper.
yeah, I, I'm probably still going to keep the right for 1 hour on there because I want for me to have a meaningful time chunk in my mind when I'm checking these things off because I don't want it to be a set number of words because you know maybe I could spit out quite a bit sometimes. Just depends on what I'm actually writing, and sometimes it doesn't come very very much at all depending on what's going on too. But I want there to be like some kind of oh, okay. What I'm trying to say is write meaningfully today when I'm writing. Write
Mm-hmm.
and sit down and try to advance. And that's why I think I'm just going to keep the 1 hour thing on there because I know I want to do more. Um, or maybe I should just translate it to, you know, something like meaningful or something like that. But I think the idea is conveyed here for me.
Okay.
We'll see how it goes today because today is my day. And, it may end up that maybe we meet at your place like once every 2 weeks instead
Mm-hmm.
of one, so that I make sure I have a an actual week where I can sit down and write for a long period if I want to, because depending on how I get back, it's like, okay, then I get back, then I go, clean off my desk and start all these, tasks. And, so I don't know. I'm just going to have to, what I'd like to do though, is when we're done with here today, I go and just jump in my car, go over to your place, you
Okay.
know, and just do stuff. And then get done as fast as, when we think we have a meaningful amount of work done, well, then I call it, go home, keep working. That's what I'd like to do so that I don't get home at 8 p.m. and
Right.
then, oh, the fam, hey, we're
And
going
you're
to be
like already
playing.
exhausted and
Yeah, and I'm already like, oh, well, yeah, I could play for a little bit, but I still got to do. Yeah, and then it turns into chaos.
yeah.
So, you know, and knowing yourself is, you know,
You know what they say?
how,
Know yourself and
yeah.
your enemy.
So, for anybody listening to this, it's, if it's been any kind of struggle for you to, get stuff done over the years or whatnot, you have to be aware, cognitive of your your habits in how you react to some of these situations. I am to me, so taken into account.
Yeah, no, knowing your weaknesses and basically be willing to not put yourself in that position is really important. Like for me, I've like cold stopped buying 12 or 24 packs of soda just because it's expensive and I would just drink it like as though it was water. And I had for like 10 plus years.
Mm-hmm.
And so at this point, I'm like, okay, well, it's too expensive. That's basically the main reason. I just wanted to quit it because it's too expensive. But on like a side effect, it's like, I mean, I don't probably need to be drinking that much Diet Pepsi. And I just don't buy it. And when I go shopping, like I had to replace it with something, and that's this. I've been just basically refilling this with water, so I have constant water, so it's not like I'm thirsty. When I get like a combo meal at like a fast food place, I'll still get a soda. I still enjoy it, but it's not like
Mm-hmm.
my everyday now.
So, if you get a soda, do you go full flavor?
Yeah, no, dude. Diet Coke and Diet Pepsi are the flavor. I don't drink Diet Pepsi because I think it's like I'd rather have the worst version of Pepsi. I drink Diet Pepsi because that's the good flavor. You don't understand.
Yes. Well, please, when I think of you talking about these diet drinks, there's one word that you used to say, and I think of it in my mind.
Okay, well, what's it? What is it?
It's, every time I'm like, Diet Pepsi or whatever you're
Oh,
drinking,
I know what you're going with this.
and you say, delicious. That's what you say. Say it again.
Delicious.
It's just like what is
It
this guy
is.
talking about? Delicious. That's the nastiest like aftertaste kind of
Oh my gosh, you're crazy,
thing
man.
I can think of is like. So I didn't know. Um, Madness is what I say. Madness. But hey, both has better taste buds
Learning.
than
I'm learning
others,
what
I
my life
guess.
looks like.
Well, congratulations on getting rid of the cost of all of that. I My wife has made me addicted to coffee drink things.
That'd be another one I'd have to give up. I just
I
couldn't
need
afford it.
to
I
I need to
mean,
start
when
thinking about it.
this is $6.97 and then it's free for life, it's like, why would I do anything else?
Mm. Do you have a filter
Nope, just straight water.
out of the tap?
Mm-hmm.
Heathen.
Yep.
Dude, I don't drink it unless it's filtered. But whatever. You
Yep.
know. You gotta get that hair to fall out somehow, right?
Mm-hmm. Someday, maybe. Okay. So is there any other goals that you want to add to your list?
Um no, I think the main goal for my whole week is to do a good job today, to feel like I did a good job for the
Mm-hmm.
first time in a long time. Feel like I have the time period, it's been allotted. Okay, and I've been building up to this for such a long time. And even while we've been talking over the course of these weeks, it's like I've been on hold. You know, I want to get some stuff done. I want to change my life. Okay, I've been building this like day. If I just had my own day to work on this stuff consistently, would I do it? Would I be, able to count that as a successful day? Um, this is kind of the day where I first have the opportunity to see if I'm going to use it in the manner that I've defined and, you know, put on this pedestal for so long. Um,
So in the
so
event
there you
it
go.
doesn't work out, where is you just find that it's hard to have just a day specifically designated to business or your business stuff. What is your next plan?
The redundancy that's built into my 3 days off is going to have to be a second bag. Like let's say I'm sick today. I mean, I woke up not feeling great, but let's say I was sick. Well, I have 2 more days off. They've been defined as other things. Sunday's family day. It's gaming day. It's all
Mm-hmm.
that. But if I didn't get jack crap done on Friday, then I'm going to have to realize that because I'm not going to allow my week to go like that. But I don't want it to bleed into those areas because I have defined every day as different.
Right.
And so, yesterday was a success to me. Um, we did a good job. Okay, well then that means today I'm not gonna hear, well, yesterday, but you didn't do, this and this and this, So every day builds on itself. Thursday is for Heather and for my environment and, for chores and household stuff and for our side business. If that all works out well, then it makes me set up for this next day in a position that can allow me to make those decisions about today in a manner that isn't like stressful and pulled by yesterday's failures. And that's going to only allow for this day to be more successful. And then on Sunday, I can have that full day where I don't have to have the burdens of going, yeah, but you really didn't do jack on Friday. You should really reserve. And then that, it. So defining each day and then doing an adequate job for each one, it just makes the success percentage higher. And I think I know that because I've seen it. Because that's why I went to 3 days, because I don't have enough to spread all these things around into two.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, cool. I'm excited to see how it works out. But then again, if it does not work out, then we'll figure out something to help keep you motivated. Because for me, it's hard for me to I'm more roll as it comes, where like I try to plan based on the day and like what's going on. But so I don't it's like I don't try to like limit my productivity to one day. I try to spread it out over days.
Well, I would probably be in that exact same situation if I didn't have my wife and my kid
Mm-hmm.
pulling on me every day to use, my entire night and plus to play every day. So it just depends on your circumstance. For me, I have more of the family obligations, and you have more of the independence. So in your situation, you can mix it up a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
And I mean, maybe somebody's in the middle of us, in the spectrum. I'm all the way on the family side,
Right.
and you are kind of all the way on the independent, alone, kind of like I get to make my own independent decisions every day. That has its own challenges.
For sure. Um okay. Cool beans. All right, is there anything else we want to discuss before we close it out? Oh, wait. We're doing really well on Spotify. Well, I
Oh,
really well
nice.
for us.
Excellent.
We have
Well,
19
let's
plays,
increase.
4 subscribers. So if you're
Oh,
looking for, us on Spotify, we are at
hey.
Productivity and Procrastination.
So if you're listening to this in a year, you could be like, wow, look at them now, though. All
Right?
these episodes, all these
All this
massive,
content.
all this, the journey that these guys have been on. They are willing to do this when they were schmucks
We're
to
still
benefit me.
But yeah, so that's exciting. That's motivating. But no, I'm excited about where we're going. I'm excited about getting some stuff done today. Um, yeah. You
Yeah.
want to close it out, James? That's something
Yes.
quippy, something.
No matter where you fall on the spectrum, make a plan and do that plan. And, and that's about it.
Love it.
That
10
was
out of 10.
horrible.
Keeping that in. All right, bye.
Bye.
Okay, so we are appending to the end of our last episode. Apparently, we weren't done talking. We have some more discuss about like productivity and then the excuses that we make and the like what it takes to basically like real like the self like looking at yourself and realizing the stuff that you do. So we were discussing James was saying that he was going to redefine his life, and I mentioned that he sounded like the way he said it sounded very like malicious towards the idea, the concept, and I wanted to explore that with him.
So I've basically been excusing my last month of lack of production in this whole redefining my work week and pushing all of this to this point when I can finally pull the trigger. And um, I don't feel any animosity towards it. What I feel like is I need to have justification, because that is what I've been doing for so very long years. I've been telling myself, "Oh, well, when things are better, when when circumstances are perfect, then I can finally do the things I want to do." It's these other things are holding me back. And now I can, finally basically put my money where my mouth is and find out if okay, now you have defined a period of time each week where you are going to have that possibility Was it all just a joke, or are you going to make it a reality? Are you going to feel like you did a good job and have that consistency and everything that you've trained your mind on being? Are you going to be able to accomplish it? That's where I'm at. I want to see if the feeling that I did good is there.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it's one day, and I know there's a lot in that day. It's not like I get to write all day, sit here, and I have things I got to accomplish. This video is one of them. Going over to your house, it takes that's an hour of my day, half an hour to drive there, half an hour to drive back. Um, so there are some things, uh, but ultimately, I want to feel like I put in my all. I want to feel like I did a good job. And even if I don't get a ton done, I want to. There needs to be some substance there so that I don't just go, oh, yeah, you did good enough for this week. No, I want to feel like it is worth this day that I am sacrificing uh, to accomplish my goals. So I need to make sure I frame the mindset correctly each Friday, and to realize, hey, you're gonna feel bad on Sunday if you didn't make this a good day. So that's where I'm
I
at.
I think it might help your like how you feel to have a specific accomplishment that you can, because I know you're coming over here, we're going to work on the storyboard, which is awesome, and that puts me closer to where I can start really diving into the art side of it, which I mean, okay, we'll just explore that later. So but what beyond that is important for you to feel like you've accomplished something? Because
Well,
I don't want you to put so much pressure on one day that like there's never going to be enough fulfillment. Because I think that's going to just burn you out more. I'm worried that's going to burn you out more.
I've got to learn how the feelings are. Um, this is going to be a new experience, having a full day to work on my stuff, work on me, and have my family know that. My family knows that I'm defining this day as that. They still mentioned how tonight I was potentially going to be playing with them some Sunhaven. So, I have to keep that in mind too. It's like, okay, I need to have so much done that I feel like I can say yes to that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I need to be able to say no to that too. And however, there was this feeling of how do I even kind of forgot the point that I'm not. I'm excited to let this day mean something to me. I'm excited to see how it works like this. I'm not looking at it like there's so much pressure. I need to have a good mental understanding, of you know I want this to be an enjoyable thing. This is a full day out of my week. I want to feel like there is an advancement in
Mm-hmm.
who I am and what I'm doing each week that I work on this. I want to take my week right here, right now, and make it so that the next time I have this day, I'm not starting from the same spot. There's a growth that has happened from today so that I am not stepping into that same, you know, reality, that same mindset. next week. It's like, no, my desk is clean. My there is a difference. I don't want to take that difference into the next week each time. There needs to be a progress. And if I have that progress, then I'll be happy. And if I don't, well, then I have to evaluate. The hard questions will have to be asked. Why couldn't I accomplish it? And but that's my goal.
Okay. Sounds good. Um, yeah, I'm excited to see how it goes. I'm interested in like next week on like what you like how you felt about it and that type of stuff. I think that'll be really interesting to explore. And I feel I'm I may be avoiding drawing pancake comic because I'm worried that I'm wasting my time if it's going to be like basically once we have the full storyboard and we're happy with it, I feel like that's when I should draw it versus because I don't even think we're gonna like I still want to revisit the first 3 pages or 4 pages that we have already. 3 pages? I think it's 3 pages because we're probably missing some text.
Yeah, we are. And when I get over there, we can discuss all that. I have some thoughts on things, how we're going to do it this next time. But we're still kind of learning and adapting on how our process is.
By the time we get to the end, we'll be like, look at the beginning and be like, oh, that's not very good. We need to redo this.
Potentially, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I feel good. I'm excited to give you the update next week and to anyone listening here. So
all right. Well, sounds good. Thank you for permitting us to have a second part of our thing. It's been a while, so
yeah.
All right, stay frosty.
Episode 11's a little bit longer than normal, but take it easy. See you next time.
Bye.